Welcome to the Daily Detour podcast once again. Listeners are very familiar with you, Lou, because your music is like we have the theme song, which is "Mash My Life Away." I don't even know if you know that.
I heard it the last time. Yeah, I was
Okay.
excited
Oh, that's
about that.
oh, that's
That's
right.
awesome. Yeah.
Cool. So very good. So today I just wanted to really talk. You've got some new stuff you're working on, so I want to get into that. But also, I just wanted to talk about your Christmas song and that day that we shot the video with SantaCon, which I guess we'll just dig in because, first of all, I'd never heard of SantaCon prior to that. And so I'm
Right.
wondering if you got the idea for the video from SantaCon or if you had it already in your head and SantaCon just kind of cosmically dropped in your lap. Like, where did this idea come from?
You know what? I can't even remember. I believe that there was some intent that I knew SantaCon was happening, and I had seen images of SantaCon before, but we had permission to record the video at what was that, Ravens Pub up in
That
U
sounds
District.
right. Yeah.
And so we had to go with where we were allowed to record. And I don't know. I think it all worked out. I think it was. I mean, honestly, I think it was better than I thought because there's so many interesting characters, and I
Oh yeah.
mean,
Oh, for people that don't know what SantaCon is, it's just it happens all over the globe, probably definitely the US, and it's just an excuse really for large groups of people to dress up like Santa Claus. Occasionally there's a Mrs. Claus or something, but
yeah,
usually even the women are Santa Clauses and just get tossed, just get drunk
right,
and rowdy.
right.
And so
Just
what a
get drunk.
perfect setting for a rock video.
It was. I know. I didn't have to. We didn't have to prime anybody. Everybody was all in when we
Yeah.
got there. It was crazy. That was fun. That was really fun.
It was super fun. The other thing that I remember about it is that you had purchased a Santa suit for me to wear to be a drunk Santa in the video, and it was made of the cheapest material ever. And it's Seattle, so it was raining, of course,
Mhm.
because why wouldn't it be? It was December, I assume. It was either late November or early December, and it was raining, and the the costume started disintegrating
What?
on me.
What did you get?
Yeah.
A paper mache costume?
No, it was like a soft, it could have been paper, honestly. Cause but it wasn't like paper mache. It definitely felt like like a fabric, but it was very flimsy. Uh
Maybe I got the wrong size.
that's what it
Maybe it was
is.
a size issue.
Yeah.
There probably
Santa
really
at the
wasn't a
time Santa was a little thinner than me.
lot. There probably wasn't a lot to select from. If I really had thought back, if you think of like at that time, I probably
Yeah.
bought it that week,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
was
Well, let's
barely.
be honest. When are you going to use it again? Like, you don't want to invest a ton of money in a Santa
Yeah,
suit unless you're committed to a particular lifestyle.
right, exactly.
Do you want to
But I
look
mean,
at the video?
sure, that'd be great. I love that.
That's so much fun. I love that the middle fingers are blurred out, but it's clear that someone's pissing on a fire hydrant. But we have tastes. We have standards, you know.
That's right. I thought it was that part was funny. Kelly was great.
Yeah.
Uh, that was pretty hilarious.
The reindeer costumes were a surprise to me the day of, and then like there were other videos that I was more involved with, like after the fact in post, and this one I really wasn't. And so the open and close were a cool surprise to me. The slow motion, you know, the tough guy slow motion walk dressed in reindeer costumes,
Yeah.
and then the end of it with the I don't know what that is, jingle belly ice cream truck sounding melody of your song playing over the it's very cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably what it should sound like after so many beers, right? That should be that's really the whole thing. And then, you know, 3 reindeer walking down the avenue with attitude. That's kind of hard to pull off in November or whenever we did that.
Yeah. The other
I think
thing,
we
oh, go ahead.
borrowed that from Reservoir Dogs, that kind of Tarantino intro.
Yeah, yeah. The other thing is, not that it's a difficult song to learn, but you had the permission of Raven's Pub to be there, but I don't know that all those people knew that we were going to be there and knew that they were going to sing along to something, but they were game to do it. But even though it's simple, the idea that you convinced an entire bar full of people who'd already been bar hopping to like, oh yeah, we'll be on camera, we'll sing your song, and it just looks legit. It looks like there was a casting call, and it was like, we need Santas in mass, and we need you to learn these lyrics. It was awesome.
Obviously, we had to do some stuff in post because, you know, when they've had a couple drinks, not everybody's meter is exactly the same. You know, but we made it look as fun as possible and as close as possible. I forget how quick that song just kind of, when I watch the video and you kind of slowly go into it, but the song kind of comes out and kind of smacks you in the face right away. I forgot. I was like, oh my gosh.
I believe the song, like if you go to iTunes or CD Baby and buy the song, I believe that song is just under 1 minute and 20 seconds.
I think you're right.
The video is actually longer with all the extra goodies, the Easter eggs. Yeah.
We made it the length of a real pop song with a video.
I also, yes. I also dug this up. This was just me kind of posting about SantaCon, using some of that footage from that day. Welcome to a cold and wet December 10th in the U District, where Seattle's best and brightest come together to get their Santa on. Let's join in.
That'd be hot.
What do you think?
This is awesome. I don't think orders of the reindeer. All
So I'm told it gets even bigger after this. December 17th, Sanarchy. If you feel like you've missed out today. You know what? I think this is a pretty damn good look.
That was better than I remember.
Yeah, that was cool. It's kind of like the wild track there of the crowd.
I didn't realize how busy it was. You know, you're up there and you're just kind of dialed into what you have to try to accomplish and you know, try to keep everybody captive for, I don't know how long that was. But
that's kind of it. Because it's novel for probably a couple passes, it's novel. And then after a while, they want to just do their own thing.
That's
you know?
right. But, you know, walking around and taking some of the videos, some of the characters in there, they were some, like that one guy at the end that's super kind of creepy looking with his reindeer mask. He was so disturbing. I remember he's really dark and funny, and I'm just like, oh gosh, you know.
Have you been to any other SantaCons?
No, I just saw. I mean, like I was down like I think at Fremont one year when they were going, and I was like, oh, this is. Yeah, it was busy. It was fun. You know, I didn't go.
It's still a thing. I wouldn't mind going. I don't drink anymore. You don't drink, so we'd end up being somebody's designated driver, and that's That's no fun at that scale.
No.
That's too much.
Well, I go, that was probably one of the, I don't know, that's probably one of the better ones. That's really fun.
Yeah.
So I had a good time.
So what are you working on now? And I have a
Oh,
clip of something. I don't know if you want me to play it or not, but I have a clip of something you sent me, which is the acoustic song. But then you're also working on some other stuff.
oh my gosh. Well, right now I'm working on some acoustic stuff, which is some of the old tracks that we've done. And there's a couple new tracks in there that we'll be releasing someday. That's on me. I have to finish certain things. But yeah, I mean, I have at least an EP of Quickie stuff. I've got a couple really great punk rock. We kind of go back to some of our punk roots on what I have anyway. And I'm also working on doing some vocals for a rock project as well. So I'm all over the place.
A rock project.
Yeah, yeah.
A non-Quickie project?
A non-Quickie project. Yeah.
Wow. Is this somebody
Yeah.
else's band, or is this the new Lou
I have no
super
idea
group or
what it's
something?
going to be. I just asked to do certain things, and I'm like, okay, I can do that. It's in my wheelhouse. I just have to scream. It's easy.
It's easy for you. I would lose my voice after one song, after
Yeah,
5 minutes,
yeah.
you know.
I was just going back to, yeah. I mean, it's kind of I don't know. I don't know. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like that Royal Blood vibe and that kind of stuff right now. It's rock. It's good rock.
You need to ship some of your, first of all, we'll do another interview in the future and we'll bust out some more videos, because your videos are all pretty dang cool, which I'm saying they all started with you. Like I was involved in some of them, but I'm really not trying to toot my own horn. There's some funny stuff or clever stuff going on. So we got to do that sometime next year. Do you want to look at this acoustic thing you sent me?
Sure. Yeah, you can tease it, I guess.
What does tease mean? How much you want me to bail on it at a certain point after the first chorus or something?
You can run with it. I haven't released it. I'm going to put some edits on the beginning and the end just to say who it is and what it is. So,
well, let's just tease it then. I'll just play part of it. But this is I thought it sounded good. You were all worried about it because this is just like an iPhone setup on a
yeah.
tripod or something. No line in, but it
No.
sounds pretty clean. Like the vocals stand out. So here's a little bit of that.
I only want you to want me every time. I need you to need me all the time. May I always fall behind. Want you to want me every time.
I watched that and I listened, and I can bring myself back to the moment we're doing that, and Brett and I are just kind of trying to see what we could do, and it's kind of off the cuff, real quick, no real prep on it, and I realized somewhere along the way that, one, I'm going to be playing the solo, and then two, Breton is so much better than I am at guitar. Why am I playing the solo? And in my mind, I could see it, and I can anticipate, and I still mess it up. But the whole time I'm going, man, he is really good. I just got to hold my own.
And he's your drummer. Yeah, but you're better than I even knew, because this is the thing. So he's a drummer, but he's probably one of these guys that plays every instrument.
Yeah.
And I never saw you play guitar. Like you were always the bass player and the singer.
Right,
and I think it was
right.
the Lit show, the show with Lit, I think might have been the first time I saw you play guitar. And I was like, this is really, and at first, until you get to the guitar solo, it's really, it's rhythm basically, right? So
Right.
it's like, okay, that's cool. But then you start, you really start wailing, and it's like, well, where's this guy been? This is crazy. I had no idea.
Well, and Retton is, I mean, he started like on saxophone. He's like that kid. His parents, made him learn sax or something, and then he became a drummer. And now he's he plays lead guitar in a rock project as well, and he is just a great musician. He's a great little songwriter, all around player. So it's always fun to, it's always fun to have other people kind of carrying you. You could be the worst, the weakest link.
I don't believe you are the weakest link, but
Yeah.
yeah, that I could see in the video there was a moment where I thought, but it's one of those things, you knew that you made a mistake, but we didn't. As a viewer, you don't really know. But I saw you, like, you have a smile comes across your face, but you keep cruising along. But I think that's the moment where you, in your head, you goofed up, I guess.
Yeah, we both know, but it's like, whatever. It's a one take. The whole goal is try to do one take and just see what you can, and we face each other just to be romantic, of course, so we can, serenade each other. And but we did that so that the sound wouldn't kind of give us more of an even sound and stuff. But it was pretty fun.
If you want to see Lou's other stuff, well, you can just look up Quickie. There's going to be two things that come up when you look for Quickie on iTunes. It's the Quickie you want to hear, and then a rapper who has the same name.
That guy has stolen so much of it. Like, he's on Spotify as us.
Yeah,
I can't even. He's a Filipino rapper.
Yeah, and it's not even. You're
It's
in no
I mean,
danger. It's not like, in my opinion, like, I don't mind rap, but it's not my first thing. But this guy is not. I think you're so much better. You're not in danger of being eclipsed by him. But sometimes it does get confusing.
He's misleading our big fan base.
So easier is Quickie the Band, one word, on YouTube.
Right.
And then real quick, now you said you must have had that song that we just played, the acoustic thing. You must have had, you didn't just ad-lib the whole thing, right? You had some idea what you were doing.
No, that song is one of our old songs, and we've played it before, but that tempo is probably, I don't know. It's
Gotcha.
not, it's way faster on the album. And so it's just really a slowed down version of it. So there's some stuff we'd probably want to do, and want to maybe do like a full acoustic album. It makes the songs sound completely different. Well, they don't sound completely different, but it does. It gives a different mood, and I don't know, different vibe. And it's just fun.
I think it's cool. I think you should do that. That'll be something to enjoy. It's more because punk is very, like, if you're into rock and you're into up tempo, and I am, that's great. But you can reach maybe a broader audience when you unplug and do some acoustic stuff, because they're all very poppy, well-crafted songs.
Well, thank you. Sometimes there's some lyrics worth listening to. So, sometimes, I don't know.
Now, yeah, an acoustic version of "Effed Up Friends" might be interesting.
Yeah, that's a great song. But
it's a fantastic song.
That has to be played at that tempo. I can't imagine it much slower than it is. And
yeah, well,
it's just that energy's got to come through.
Acoustic doesn't mean that it has to be slow or anything. So
no.
Hey, this is cheesy, but I'm going for it. So, what's your elf name? What we know that your first name is Frosty. Congratulations. What month were you born?
November. Frosty Happy Toes.
Thank you. Where is it?
November.
Frosty Happy Toes. Excellent.
If you say that fast enough, it sounds Hispanic. Frosty Hapitos.
Hapitos. Frosty Hapitos. I like that.
Hold on. There's chaos. Do you hear the chaos going on? I do. Back?
Someone's trying to put the dog in a Christmas sweater, and they are not having it.
Gosh. Sorry. I'm going to go back to center.
All right, dude. Thanks so much. Go run your errands.
Thanks. Nice to see you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.